What's going down? This is your man Don T of Don T Records Music Group, and I've been waiting for a long time to sit down with this man right here. I want to introduce you to my man, Junior Lee of Faith Junkie Productions. He's been a coach of mine. If I needed information on mixing or audio recording, I would reach out to this man right here. He's been a great coach, and I wanted to introduce him to you. So check it out. Without further ado, my man Junior Lee. What's going down, fam? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. We finally made it to this point.
Yes, sir, man.
It's been a long time waiting, and I'm excited to have you here. I know you got a lot to share with the people out there, a lot of nuggets, and I wish that, they could ask you questions or whatever. But if you have questions, leave your questions down in the comment section, and we'll get back to you. All right? So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Junior Lee, you got anything you want to say to the people before we get started with this interview?
What's up, people? I'm glad to be here, man. I ain't been on the camera in a while, so yeah, man. To do a official interview, it's gonna be real dope.
Okay.
I hope y'all get something out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna just jump right into it. All right. We're gonna just jump right into it. Yep. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey in the music industry? Like, where you start, how'd you get started? Who was your inspiration in the music business and, all that? Can you just kind of let us know what's popping?
So, those that do know me, I started out as a musician, which I still play keys. So, I remember before, I currently stay in Delaware. So, I'm originally from Jersey, from Newark, New Jersey. I'm originally from there, and I came here like when I was around 13, I came here. But so while I was in Jersey, my brother, my stepbrother, I have a stepbrother there. I lived with my dad, and he had a DJ friend. Okay. He had a boy, and one of his best friends was a DJ, and he's the one that actually inspired me to want to get into music. I already loved music as a kid. I loved it, but he really inspired me because he was a DJ and. My brother and my cousin, they used to come over with him, and they used to do some recordings or whatever. They used to come and do some raps. They used to be rappers or whatever.
Right,
so I'll just be sitting there just chilling, looking, watching them do what they do, and I was always interested in, I was like, maybe I should be a rapper or something like that.
Right.
Or how do I record like they doing it? But yeah, he was like one of the top DJs around. Okay. And he was killing these mixtapes back in the day. He was killing them. But one day, I remember I had a little keyboard or whatever, and I don't know, I guess he played a little bit. Right. He showed me, I forgot he showed me some type of song on there. He showed me a song. And after he showed me that song, and I tell him, sometimes if I see him in Jersey, I seen him probably one time in the last 15 years. Right. And I remember telling him, I said, you're the reason why I play the keys right now. Okay. Because he showed me a song, and I practiced that song like every day. Right, I even had the you know how they used to come with the notes, the stickers that you put on the piano.
On the keys. Gotcha.
I numbered each I numbered them joints. Okay. Right, to learn how to play what he taught me. And after I came to Delaware, I came to Delaware and my mom was going to a church down here in Ellendale. Right. And back then, this is like the early 90s. Like I remember, I never forget when everybody wanted to play the drums. Okay. You used to have mad kids. Everybody wanted to play the drums. Everybody wanted to play something. Nobody really wanted to play the keys at all. Right. I remember I started as a drummer. So I remember learning the drums. It was a woman playing at that time, and she was the main drummer, and she was playing. I think she taught me something a little bit. I remember I used to suck back then. Just learning to suck playing the drums.
You all got to start somewhere.
But we was in church from on a Sunday morning. We'd be in church from 8, 9 o'clock till it'd be 8 in the 8, 9 o'clock.
I remember having.
It used to be crazy, man.
Having 2 services.
2 or 3, them crazy services, yo. So first service was already long. It was till almost 3 o'clock. Right. because we started at 12. But then we had the next service. If you have guests, it'd just be forever. But anyway, I needed something to do.
Right.
So our main thing, if we was in church if we went outside balling, we was in there trying to get on the instruments or whatever.
Right.
But to make a long story short, because this is gonna get long.
Right.
Y'all know I don't even talk that much like that, but you see me talking.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a real good job. Right?
But anyway, so I started playing, got better, and from then I became the main drummer.
Right.
I actually became the main drummer. So
okay.
I was doing my drumming thing, and still at home I had like a little keyboard. I used to mess around on it or whatever. And I never forget. This is how I started playing keys. Now this is how I started playing.
Right.
The lady that was there, she never played songs like it was on the record. It just never sounded. It never sounded like she was just making up her own. Whatever it was, she was just making up her own way of playing these songs. And every time I would come, like this is why I'm on drum. I was like, when I'm listening to this Hezekiah Walker song with this Kurt Franklin, I was like, this don't sound nothing like what I'm hearing when I come to church. So
it sounded better.
No, it sounded worse.
Okay.
It didn't sound good at all.
It sounded
what I'm
worse.
saying.
It sounded worse at church.
It didn't sound like the song that I was hearing that was on the record. When I came to church,
gotcha. Okay.
It didn't sound nothing.
Okay.
So none of the songs sounded nothing like I heard when I was hearing, you know what I mean, in the radio, in the car or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So time went by, and I was like, if I play keys, if I play for this church, it's gonna have to sound like what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I started learning. And the same drummer, the woman that was playing,
right?
She started learning keys too. She was going to getting taught. Somebody was teaching her how to play. Mm-hmm. And when she would come back and play some of these songs, I was like, yo, this is how it's supposed to sound. And I remember having her stuff was written down and stuff like that.
Right.
So she would let me use her stuff, and I would go back home and just learn how however that guy whoever's teaching her, I was learning how to play these songs.
Okay.
Off of these little papers, and I was like, okay, cool. And I started getting better. And better. My ear was developing. And then long story. I'm gonna go long story short. Long story short, I became the head keyboard player. I was the MD at that time.
Okay.
I became, and I was just over the whole music ministry at that time, and everything sounded like how it was supposed to sound, like I invented it.
Okay. So
that's how I got started. Okay. So all going back, this one DJ showed me something, and I wanted to learn learn it because I love music. Also, my dad is crazy. I'm just now like really thinking about it like a few years ago. I was like, you know what? My dad was an audiophile. He is an audiophile because I remember like he would spend him and my uncle. I think they used to be in competition with each other who had the best system. So they had these systems,
right?
These not car systems, but home stereo systems.
Okay.
They spend all this money, and they go to all these trade shows and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? My dad is an audiophile, so I think that's where I get it from.
Okay.
The audio side of that. Anyway, so I started as a musician, which I'm currently still in. I play keys or whatever. But how I got into engineering, was that one of your questions?
Yes.
Of how I got into how I got started in engineering.
Like, how long you been, doing music, and what inspired you to get started? So,
got you.
Yeah.
So that's inspired me to get started.
Okay.
Back then.
All right. Sounds good.
Another question? You want me to keep going?
No, if you're done with that question, then we'll move on to the next.
All right, go ahead. Next.
All right. So we'll move on to the next. So you record a lot of artists. And so when you record, what are some of the things you do to prepare yourself to record? Like how do you get started? What's your process you go through, getting started?
If I'm recording vocals or whatever, so I usually gauge what I'm going to do for that session or that recording of how that person sounds. So I get that gauge of just how they talking.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah, how they talking. So
okay.
I'm like, I know to figure out what mic I'm going to use on them. So I gauge it by how they're talking or whatever, how their voice sounds, the texture of their voice. And also the way I prepare, I get them to send me the track or whatever, Let me hear it, see what kind of vibe the track has. Also, I always have some type of recording template, like some type of template. So, like it's a basic template. So I could always already be like prepared, just to drop the audio in and push record if they get inspired or whatever. But yeah, that's how I prepare, man. I don't overthink it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I go by what I'm hearing, get them in the booth or whatever, and go from there.
Now you mentioned microphones, right? So what kind of mics are you using in your studio?
So I got a variety of stuff that I use, but my main, if I'm recording lead vocals, my main thing, I'm going to pull out my Lawton Audio Eden.
Okay.
What makes that mic great is because it has like 3 tones to it.
Right.
That I could switch, so I don't have to switch out mics. I could just push a switch and switch the tone. So that's like that's my go-to for like a lead vocal. I'm recording a lead vocal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we talk a little bit? I'm a little bit off script, but now we talking about it.
Let's just talk.
So what does your vocal chain look like?
All right. So I have a my vocal chain. I do all hardware. So be mic first. I'll just say the Eden first. I'm usually going into one of my Shelfords, the Rupert Shelford. Going to that, out. From there, I hit the a compressor, so I go to a distressor. And then I go to my second compressor, will be the Tube Tech CL01B.
Okay.
And after that, that's it. Go straight into my converter.
All right, that's legendary. And what converter are you using?
So I'm using a Burrow converter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. Do you remember the first session that you ran? And if so, what do you wish you knew then that you know now?
Jeez.
Because we always, get that first time.
My first time. So I'm going to go back a little bit because my first time was on a Triton. I was doing a lot of recording on remember the Cord Tritons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing production on there, and I was recording on there. So I remember doing it on that. One of my I remember doing a girl group. I remember that. Yeah, it was a girl group. I remember doing it on there. Yep.
So is there anything that you wish you knew then that you know now?
Now I wish I knew everything I know now. I wish I knew then. But I was just, at that time, I didn't even know that stuff. I didn't even know that was engineering. I was just doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
If something could record, I'm recording it. It don't even matter what mic it was. It wasn't until later on when I started hearing differences in my recording versus like a record.
Right.
Or something like that. And I was like, yo, something ain't right.
Right. Okay.
And I tell you, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what really changed my mind as far as quality. I never forget when I went to a studio in Maryland somewhere. I went to a studio, and I was cutting vocals for this girl, and I was in there and. They was playing the track back. I had the track, so I already knew how the track sounded.
Right.
And the guy put in his system, right? And I was listening. I was like, yo, how is that sounding like that? And it's the same track. Ain't nothing different. It's an MP3.
Okay.
Going in his system.
Right.
And I'm looking around. There's nothing there. There's nothing like that you could actually really see. There's nothing there. So all I seen was probably like 500 series of preamps or whatever. But it's not going through that. It's just playing back. It's just all it is playing back. So I'm listening. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, what? How's that sound? Why is that sounding like that?
Right,
why?
right.
My question is, why is it? So I never asked him.
And does that mean that the sound was better?
It was way better.
Okay, gotcha.
Way better compared to what I had.
Right.
So I'm just looking around like, what could it be? And then I spotted something. Like, what was it? It wasn't nothing flashy. I just spotted something in the corner. I was like, That's what it is. That's what it is. So it was a converter.
Right.
It was a high-end converter. I was like, oh, that's why it sounds like that.
Okay.
Okay, that's why it sounds like that. I was like that. Yeah, okay. That certain things make a difference. And then also when he was tracking her, she wasn't even a great singer like that. She sucked at me.
Okay.
She wasn't good at all.
We probably don't want to mention names, but
No, I'm not gonna mention no names. No names. But this artist was trash.
okay. We don't
Terrible.
mention names. Okay.
I remember I can't remember what mic she had, and we was going through some API pre. But anyway, she sounded amazing coming sound wise.
Okay.
Sounded amazing coming through that. I was like, yo, I gotta up my game,
right,
and get serious with this thing, to get my game up, because what I'm hearing here, I'm not hearing
right
where I'm at in my room at all. You know what I mean? So
after that encounter, what was the first piece of gear that you got, or software that you purchased? What happened after that?
So the first gear, my first high-end gear, pro gear that I purchased was an Antelope Pure 2.
Oh, okay.
That was my first one.
Okay.
Yeah, and we already told you the story why I purchased that. And y'all don't know, so let me break that down. So my man Kurt Hoff, he's behind the camera right now. He right there. He right here. So I never forget. I was on the phone with him, and he had a Symphony. He had Apogee Symphony, and he was A/B-ing the Pure. He had a Pure 2 also. He was A/B-ing it, and he was running a track through it, and I was listening, and from just listening, we was on the phone now. This is on the phone. You already know how it's listening to something through the phone, from somebody else's phone.
Right. Gotcha.
How that could distort stuff or, make it sound crazy. So I'm listening to it, and as clear as day, I was telling him which converter was which. And I was liking the Pure 2 more because I could hear the bass was like more pronounced. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I could hear the quality through the phone. And I'm telling you which one you switching to. He not telling me anything. He just switching it. I'm like, yo, this is that one. This is the Pure 2.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I got to get that.
Wow.
I got to get that. Because if I'm hearing that through the phone,
right,
that's major right there.
Right.
That's major. So that was my first piece.
Okay.
My very first piece, like high-end.
Well, that kind of sounded like somebody I know personally, but I won't mention any names. But all right, hey, listen. So for inspiring engineer just starting out, and there's probably a lot of them out there watching this video. What would you tell them as far as starting out, like maybe gear to purchase or whatever? What would you tell them?
I would say first of y'all, man, keep studying. Keep studying. It's all about your ear. It's all about getting your ear right. And I did it backwards. I'm gonna tell you, I did it backwards. Even though I heard it, they would tell you not to get gear first. Get your monitors. Treat your room. That's the first thing they would tell you to do. Like the OGs would tell you, it's all about your room. If you get your room right, and get a decent pair of speakers and learn your speakers, you'll be good. It ain't about the gear, it ain't about the plugins, all that. It's not even about that. It's about what you're hearing back. So I would say invest in treating your room, getting a room, and invest in getting a good D to A converter,
right,
and some decent speakers. If you really try to do this, if you're trying to mix and record and stuff like that, get some decent stuff. Start there. Don't worry about all the preamps, all the stuff that you see online right now that they trying to highlight or they trying to sell. Don't even worry about that. Start with the stock stuff. I know that's boring. I already know. Right. I already know that's boring because nobody's promoting the stock stuff. And I didn't start with the stock. I started it. But I started buying all the software thinking it was going to get me better. But it didn't get me better at all. It did not.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get better until I started hearing correctly. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Okay. That's what's up. So, we're going to get into the DAW, right? The DAW.
Okay.
All right. Now, I'm a Pro Tools user. All right. So anyway, what's your favorite DAW and why?
Okay. My favorite DAW is Studio One all day.
All day.
And the reason why it's the workflow for me. It's the workflow. I'm gonna say I'm not hating on Pro Tools. I'm not hating on it. It's a great DAW.
Right.
Workflow wise for me, it's a terrible DAW. Workflow wise for me. I just think you got to be like a. it's just harder. It's too many steps to do certain things.
Okay.
Than it is in Studio One. So anyway, for Studio One, it's workflow for me, recording and mixing. It's workflow for me, and I just enjoy the workflow. Everything's drag and drop. Everything's like super easy compared to I have to do all these commands in Pro Tools. You know what I mean? And like I said, Pro Tools has its things. I mix in Pro Tools too, so I go between the both. But my favorite is Studio One. That's my favorite. My favorite to recording is Studio One.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you talk workflow a little bit. So how do you prepare like for a mix? What's your process of preparing?
So I listen to the song, try to listen to a rough mix if they send a rough mix, and I just listen to it and see, what can I do to make this song better? That's what can I do? So I prepare like that. I get the stuff in, clean the stuff up.
Clean the stuff up. What do you mean?
As far as how can I say it? As far as clean up, like do some minor edits. My own edits, not editing, trying to edit a song with the producers, whoever it's supposed to already have done. But my type of edits of how I like to work. So I like to get my stuff, my vocals, like my BGBs need to be together. You know what I mean? My lead vocals and ad-libs need to be together. I like to set my I'm gonna tell you, here's one of my workflows. I think I work different from people. I'm going from left to right, right? So everybody, I'm not sure if you work like this too. Is your instruments to the left and then your vocals is to the right?
my drums are first.
Yeah.
Then my instruments.
So I work different. Only time I work like that is if I'm doing live sound, because that's how we, you know what I mean. Or if I'm doing a live recording, I work that way. But if I'm mixing, I work the other way. So I have my vocals to the left. That'd be my first joint.
Okay.
So lead vocals, ad libs, and then my if it's a choir or group, backing vocals, and then my drums. It's after the vocals, then my drums, and then after that, then after the vocal, after the BGVs, then it's bass guitar or whatever, and then drums. I like my bass to be next to the kick. And after the drums, then it's keys, organ, strings, pads, and other aux. Guitars is always at the end. And then crowd if I have audience, if I'm working on a live recording. So I work different when I mix.
Right.
I'm working backwards from how you would, how people would typically do it, from drums, and then have the vocals all the way to the right.
Okay.
Did I answer everything? No, I didn't. Yeah.
So what's like your like you set that all up and you got everything kind of where you want it. Then what's next? What's next for you? I mean, you listen
after
to
that,
it.
listen to it.
Are you gain staging? Or
definitely gain staging. Gain staging. And after I get a gain staging, I try to set a little rough mix.
Is that
I'm working.
Is that without any panning or anything like that?
No, it's definitely with panning.
Okay.
So I'm definitely panning early in the game.
Okay.
So I'm working with my drums.
Okay.
Try to work with that first.
Okay.
After I get the drums rough, have my vocals in, my lead vocal in, and so I'm usually doing drums, vocals, and keys, whatever the main instrument, and bass. So it's like 4 things going at the same time. And then once I get that stuff leveled and that sounding good, then I bring everything else in, because that's just, you know what I mean. And I go from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, so what style of music are you mainly mixing?
I'm mainly mixing gospel. So when I say gospel, it's usually And gospel is like a lot of subgenres. So
Right.
in gospel, it could be an R&B type gospel joint. You know what I mean? Or it could be a CCM type joint. Or it could be a straight gospel churchy. It could be a choir joint. So when I say gospel, it could be it's many genres in that one. So yeah, but it's mainly gospel.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about plugins real quick.
Okay.
I already know what my favorite is, but I won't try to influence him on what his favorite is because he might copy me. But no, I'm just playing. So what is your, I can frame this question. If there's only one plugin or EQ, all right, one EQ or compressor that you could have, right? One, just one. It can be an EQ, be a compressor. Which plugin would it be and why?
EQ wise, it would be the Fab Filter Q4 all day. The reason why, the ease of use, and it's the ease of use.
Oh, okay.
The ease of use. So, and it sounds good. It also has it's a dynamic EQ also. So, EQ wise, that'd be my top one.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a compressor too. What would be your compressor? Because I want to know what would be your compressor.
I will go. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna go with the. If it's only one, I have to go with the C. Is it a C2? It's called the Fab Filter compressor.
Oh yeah, the C2.
C2, yeah. I would have to go with that because it has different flavors in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you said one. If
one. No, but I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, because because it has different flavors in it. Yep.
Okay, because I was expecting 1176 or
It
something
was.
like that.
It would have been, but I had to think of it. You said only one.
Only one.
Yep.
Yeah, only one. Only one. All right. So, what are some of the things you do to remain sharp at your?
So I always try to every day. Like I always try to learn something new. So I'm always on like Gear Sluts or YouTube. Not Gear Sluts. What's it called now? Gear.
I don't know the name of it.
I forgot what it's called, but it used to be called Gear Sluts. I forgot the name. What is it called again?
Gear Space.
Gear Space. There it is.
Yeah, that sounds better to me. Hey, for those of you watching, we apologize.
Yeah, Gear Space.
I never heard of that one, but okay.
I'll be on Gear Space.
Gear Space.
YouTube. See if I see anything that come up with some new technique. Or I just go in and just try to. If I have a little bit of downtime, I just try to come up with anything. Use a new plugin. Or something, to keep me sharp. You know what I mean? Just
right.
Yeah, try something different. Usually a new plugin would inspire me, which is crazy.
Right.
But buying a new plugin would inspire me to do something. But if I do buy a new plugin, it has to be something unique and do something unique. So, yeah.
All right.
That keeps me a little sharp.
All right. So
I see you put that down, so you're about to come off the top now.
Yeah, we about to come off the top now. I got my main questions out of the way.
Gosh.
Now I have to be so scripted. And so, what do you, see, I ain't scripted. I'm a little bit loose. I ain't got chain. Cool. I ain't got no chain on me. All right. So, what do you think about the AI plugins that they're making now and AI in general? What do you think about it?
I embrace it. I love it because it makes my life easier. Especially as an engineer with AI plugins,
right?
It makes my life super easy. I'm gonna tell you one plugin that has AI in it that's just put my workflow up to 100 right now. And it's that Dyne Assist on a vocal, Dyne Assist, NoiseWorks Dyne Assist. You remember that?
Yeah.
That Dyne Assist.
Oh yeah.
Now you got it. That Dyne Assist.
I had to think for a second.
Yeah.
I got a video on that actually. That Dyne Assist is that's crazy.
That's AI all day.
That's crazy.
That's the best gate I've ever. I hate gates, and that's the best vocal gate I ever seen in a plugin ever heard.
I concur.
Also the writing in it.
I concur.
And what else it has in it? The breath thing, and the de-esser.
And the de-esser. Yeah.
Listen. I don't have to do that manually no more. You remember I was doing that manually.
Yes, sir.
I was doing de-essing because I hated de-essers, and I would do those things manually. And that Dyne Assist, perfect. And so, yeah, AI, I embrace it all day. I don't fight it because it makes my job
right
easier.
All right, so we about to wrap this thing up. I mean, if there's anything else that you would like to share about your venture, about, even Faith Junkie Productions and stuff like that, how do people like get in touch with you and things like that if they are inquiring about getting a mix done or whatever the case may be? How do they get in touch with you if you want to share that information? That's up to you.
Yeah, if you want to hit me up, if you need anything like far as recording, mixing, mastering, all you got to do is hit me up on, you can hit my website, faithjunkieproductions.com. You can hit me up on IG. It's just Faith Junkie. You can hit me up on Facebook, which is Junior Lee. What else I got? Hit my TikTok, Faith Junkie. Yeah. If you got my jack, hit my jack. You already know. but yeah, just hit me up on those. If you want to get with me, that's how you do it.
Okay. So is there anything that I might have not asked you that you would like to share, or you know what I mean? Or if that's it, then that's it. We keep it moving. So
that's it.
Like to
that's
share
it for
pretty
now.
much?
Yeah, that's it for right now. I think
Okay.
I'm good, man.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you, stopping to the studio and sitting down with me and having this conversation. I know a lot of people are hungry for information, and I hope that, everybody that's watching gets something out of this. Share this video with your friends, anybody that's inspiring to be a mix engineer. We're going to have more video content coming at you with my man, Junior Lee.
Sure.
Like I said, he's a coach for me. I learned a lot from him, and I encourage everybody to continue in learning, because once you stop learning, then you might as well just hang it up. We got to keep learning, and we always can learn from one another. Never have, be humble. Basically, be humble. Know that you can be taught something. You got to be open for it, okay? Because I'm open for it. I'm, I ain't going to tell my age, but I'm open to learn more from everybody I can. So, without further ado, appreciate you coming again, my brother.
Yes, sir, man.
And everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This is Don T of Don T Records Music Group. I'll see you next time. Peace.